fuck it, let's talk shit. A hotel has banned all bloggers after an escalating feud with a YouTuber. So long story short, YouTube blogger contacts a hotel, says, hey, me and my partner are gonna be there for a week. I was wondering if I could essentially get a comped visit or a discounted visit in order for promoting your hotel and talking about how much I love it. There's a lot of criticism about this girl reaching out and expecting things for free, but I will say as an influencer, this is not as uncommon or out of place as a lot of you think. A lot of influencers reach out to hotels and restaurants and places to figure out if they can do a collaboration or a brand deal or have some kind of sponsorship. And this is part of testing those boundaries and seeing what, you know, brands are willing to do or interested in doing. The worst thing that you could get is a no. That's often what we tell other influencers. The worst thing that can happen is a no. Well, the worst thing that can happen is they might blast your email on their Facebook page and make fun of you even asking. From the responses of this hotel, who have now banned bloggers from just showing up at all, I really do think something else is going on with the hotel owner. Like, it's got a skeezy, weird vibe. It's so interesting to see when brands and businesses will go like 1,000 times in the other direction of trying to mediate a situation, and we'll just be like, fuck it, let's talk shit. Not a great business plan. Like, not a great business plan, but you know, you got a few likes on Facebook, okay. So this guy wrote, Dear social influencer, thank you for your email looking for free accommodations in return for exposure. It takes a lot of balls to send an email like that, if not much self-respect and dignity. If I let you stay here in return for a feature in your video, who's gonna pay the staff who look after you? Who's gonna pay the housekeepers who clean your room? The waiters who serve you breakfast? The receptionist who checks you in? Maybe I should tell my staff they will be featured in your video in lieu of receiving payments for work carried out while you're in residence. I mean, the idea of it would be that whatever collaboration you would come up with would be so much worth it that instead of paying an influencer, it would factor into the price of all of those things. But here we go. Lucky for us, we have a significant social media following. We have 186,000 followers on our 2 Facebook pages, an estimated 80,000 on our Snapchat, 32,000 on Instagram, and a paltry 12,000 on our Twitter. But Jesus Christ, I would never in a million years ask anyone for anything for free. I also blog a bit. He links his blog, which as far as I'm aware is another way of saying write stuff on the internet. The above stats do not make me any better than anyone else or afford me the right to not pay for something everyone else has to pay for. In future, I'd advise you to offer to pay your way like everyone else, and if the hotel in question believes your coverage will help them, maybe they'll give you a complimentary upgrade to a suite. This would show more self-respect on your part, and let's face it, it would be less embarrassing for you. Here's a little video I produced, which you may learn from. Best regards. P.S. The answer is no. I feel like the brand actually could have had a moment here, and this dude just went a whole extra level. Like, he comes off as so snarky, so full of himself, and so angry at the fact that he'd be asked the question. However you feel about it, this girl didn't show up saying, I'm not gonna pay my bill because I have like Instagram followers. She asked a question. You could have just said no. You could actually include this in an email and just sent it, but no, you had to take it publicly and really show her who was boss. I think it makes him look like an asshole out of everything. I mean, you might sit there and think, oh, she looks like a freeloader and she's asking for all these things she doesn't deserve, but at the end of the day, like, he looks like kind of a dick. He's plugging himself, he's talking shit about blogging in and of itself, and the reality is that, like, you might not need any kind of coverage. That's fine. But how people view your business and how you deal with other human beings definitely is gonna have an effect on who's actually gonna wanna share photos from your hotel. This isn't good publicity. I don't think this is good publicity for you, dude. Either he gets asked this every day and he's so over it that he just needs to blast it on social media, or he's angry because he's never been in a position to ask for anything. I hate to say it, but this isn't totally out of the realm of what businesses do. A lot of times businesses will ask for things to be comped, to be included in something that has more exposure. Maybe this wasn't the hotel to ask, apparently. You could have had a teachable moment and you kind of just come off as a bully, and all of the responses that they posted since this, I've just seen this happen with businesses before where someone like leaves a bad review, someone has an experience, and they just double down on being a dick instead of trying to mediate the situation. I'm not saying all customers are right. I would say a lot of customers aren't right and don't understand the full scope of what's happening, but I think someone needs to write their feelings in a journal because, oh my God, you could have just said no and kept it moving.